And joining me today is future Flame recruit Mike DeBrito. Mike, thanks for sitting down with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so Mike, give us a little background about yourself, where you're from, and then also talk a little about your. You played on a few junior hockey teams over the past couple seasons, like your hockey journey a little bit.
Yeah, so I was fortunate enough to grow up in Minnesota, which is a great place to play hockey. And I moved up to high school as a freshman, so I got to play 4 years on the varsity team, and never made it to the state tournament, unfortunately, but had a great time playing with the guys I grew up with. And I don't think there's anything better than that for a young hockey player, just playing with your buddies all the time. But And then after high school, I went and played in Alaska with Ryan Finch for a little bit. And then unfortunately, I had some concussion problems. So I was sent down to the NA3 in Alexandria, which is actually like 30 minutes from where I'm from. So I got to live at home there and finished out the year, did playoffs, made a run at the national championship and lost in the final game. But yeah, and then my 20-year-old season, so this last year, I was playing in Manitoba in the MJHL with Niverville and had a really good year and lots of fun. Some of my best friends are on that team, and yeah, I'm excited to get going with Liberty now.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Like, obviously, you talked about Ryan Finch and some of the ties you have here with Liberty. But what was it about? I'm sure that's how you found out about Liberty. But what was it about Liberty that really like made it the place that you wanted to play your career?
Well, I was actually about to commit to St. Scholastica in Duluth, Minnesota, and then Brett reached out to me and he was just kind of talking to me about Liberty, and I was like, well, I don't really know much about the ACHA. And then he's like, well, let me get you in contact with Kirk. So I talked on the phone with Kirk and I kind of told him my plan, and he was just like, well, we'll get you down for a visit and then you can make your decision after that. And I was like, okay, that little 2-day vacation can't hurt anyone, I guess. So I came down to Lynchburg, and second I stepped on campus, I was just like, this place is unbelievable. I mean, my dad and I were just blown away. And after we got back to the hotel that night, my dad was just like, Mike, I'm not telling you what to do here, but if you don't go here, you're crazy. So, I mean, just like we got to go to a convocation and just I got to practice with the team and just everything about the campus and the community and everything. Like, I was totally blown away. And from a religious standpoint, I mean, like, there's not a place like Liberty on earth, I don't think. So I really don't see how anyone could say no to a place like that.
Well, that's awesome. And I'm sure yourself, you're coming in with pretty big class because of the class that just graduated. Have you had a chance to talk to some of those guys? Because a lot of people are pretty excited about yourself and then a lot of your incoming classmates and what you guys are going to be able to do with this program.
Yeah, it's really exciting. So one of my best friends is actually coming in with me, Hayden DeMars, and
Okay.
he was actually about to quit hockey, and I was kind of nudging him towards Liberty because I know Brett was really interested in him, and yeah, so we're actually living together with Conrad Kosh, the goalie that's coming in.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited, and then I got to know Mac Ratzlaff pretty well. We've been texting back and forth pretty much all summer, and yeah, a couple of the other newer guys too that I met at prospect camp, like Cal and Brad, and then Liam too. We actually played together at a main camp last summer, so we knew each other from there. Yeah, I'm so excited, and I think we're gonna shock a lot of people with our class coming in.
And yeah, let's talk a little about. You just said a couple of guys that you've known previously and have grown with. Are you hoping that you're going to get matched up with some guys? Are you trying to hopefully, I guess you speak into existence of potential your line mates?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like watching Liam play at prospect camp, I mean, he looked like an NHL guy against a bunch of high schoolers out there. But because I listened to the Rock the Rink podcast too, and you guys do a great job of that, by the way.
I
But
appreciate that.
yeah, he was great at camp. So I mean, if I could play with like him and Hayden or like Mac, like it would just be great, just getting that chemistry going. And an all freshman line is something that everybody likes to see, right? So I
Mhm.
mean, obviously at the end of the day, I don't really care who I play with
Right.
because my goal personally is to make everybody around me better. So but I mean, yeah, obviously everybody's got their people that they want to play with. So
And obviously, let's talk a little about your playing style because you come in as a bit of a goal scorer, I would say. But I've seen for yourself too, you have a strong two-way game as well. You're great. You're good puck handler, and you're great with passing. And then also your defensive game has grown too. So can you talk a little bit about your playing style?
yeah, for sure. So I say I'm undersized, but I just like to say that. I don't know why, but yeah, so I'm like 5'10", 175. So I kind of model my game after Clayton Keller on
Okay.
Arizona, Utah now, I guess. But he's just a smaller, more skilled player, and I'd really try and mimic my game after him, just how he can handle the puck and how his feet are always moving. So yeah, I mean, I like to use my speed and my shot to my advantage for sure, and I'd like to think that I have really good hockey IQ as well. So, and I definitely try and play a 200-foot game as well. So,
Good. I like to hear that. Now, speaking of the game, obviously we've talked about the class coming in, and I know you're excited about coming to Liberty. I'm sure you've seen the schedule now that's coming out. Is there a game in particular you're excited about, just for the atmosphere that comes with that game, or they're guys that you've played with and they're going to other teams in the ACHA, and you're like, I can't wait to play that matchup? Like, yeah, what game are you excited about for this upcoming year?
honestly, just the Adrian games for sure. I mean, everybody
Okay.
loves to play the defending national champion. So, yeah, I mean, I think we play them 4 times this year,
Yeah.
if I'm right on that. So, yeah, 2 at home, 2 in Adrian. So, yeah, I just can't wait for those games.
Oh, I love to hear that. All right. He said he wanted a shot at the champs already. I love
Yep.
that. But yeah, now that we've kind of gotten to know you and all those formal questions, like let's do a couple rapid fire questions real quick. So obviously I know you're from Minnesota, but yeah, tell me what's your favorite NHL team and player?
Uh, Embarrassing to say, but the Minnesota Wild. Uh, Minnesota sports fans are just cursed. We can never catch a break. But yeah, my favorite player is probably Clayton Keller.
Okay.
Austin Matthews too. I mean, the things he's been doing are just insane. Like almost a 70 goal scorer this year. So yeah, I mean, a lot of really good players too. Kirill Kaprizov is someone that's really fun to watch as well. Patrick Kane when he was in his prime.
Mm,
So
okay. If you could have one superpower, what would be and why?
probably to fly, so I don't have to spend money on gas anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oof, gas is outrageous right now.
Yeah,
Uh,
no kidding.
if you could play a sport besides hockey, what would it be?
Uh, I want to say golf, but that's such a basic answer, so I'm just gonna go with like rugby or something.
Oh, there we go. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, not that's I'll be honest, you're the first person I've ever heard give me that answer about rugby. Um, if you could have this is a more, I guess, philosophical question. If you could have dinner with one person in the world, living or deceased, who would it be?
You're throwing me a curveball with this one. um, uh, Probably George Patton. He was a general during World War II, and he was really smart guy. So
Okay.
love to pick his brain a little bit.
Yeah, I like that answer. Okay. Nice. All right. And then last question. Uh Heading into this upcoming year, something you're excited about for this upcoming school year with your team and whether on the ice or off the ice.
Probably just getting to know a bunch of new guys. Like I think that's what's so great about junior hockey specifically is like you go somewhere far away from home and you meet all these new guys that you're gonna have relationships with for the rest of your life. So when you go to college, it's like obviously people graduate every year, but you always have like you have for my class anyway, you have 4 years with these guys, right? So I think just getting to know these guys really well and having 20, 24 new brothers every year, right? So I mean, that's what it's all about, right? Is building your relationships with people and just seeing if you can influence their lives and how they can influence yours.
All right. Well, thanks for sitting down with us, Mike. Yeah, we can't wait to have you down here this fall and see you on the ice.
Yep. Thank you so much.